My name is Stephen Herring. I'm a baseball player at Xavier University, and I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about the history of Major League Baseball. So in 1839, Abner Doubleday was credited with inventing baseball in Cooperstown, New York, which is now where the Hall of Fame is held. Then in 1845, Alexander Cartwright was credited with developing the rules for baseball. In 1846, the first official game of baseball was played by the Knickerbockers and a group of cricket players, which I don't really know who came up with the name Knickerbockers, but that's just a really stupid name. In 1867, Candy Cummings threw the first curveball in baseball history, and I really hate that guy because it's hard enough to hit a fastball going 96 miles an hour, and now you're throwing pitches that aren't as fast to move up and down and sideways, not even fair. In 1876, the National League was established, and in 1900, the American League was established, which turned out to be a really big rivalry. In 1919, arguably the most famous scandal in baseball history occurred when 8 players from the Chicago White Sox apparently threw the game in the World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. In 1932, Babe Ruth hit his legendary called shot against the Chicago Cubs, where he pointed his bat to center field before the pitch was even thrown, calling his home run to center field. That takes some serious balls. If he doesn't hit a home run there, he's made fun of forever. In 1933, Major League Baseball's first All-Star game was played, where the best players from the National League play the best players from the American League, which nowadays I really don't like because, as you can see, I'm a Cardinals fan, so they never really get home advantage in the World Series because the American League always ends up winning. In 1941, Joe DiMaggio hit safely in 56 consecutive games, which is a very well-renowned record in the MLB, considering it's so hard to hit safely in back-to-back games, day in and day out. Next closest guy is Pete Rose, and he had 44 in 1978, so it's been around for a while. In 1945, Jackie Robinson made his first Major League debut, which was a huge stepping stone for the MLB, allowing African-American players to play in the MLB. 1972 was a very tragic year for the MLB. Jackie Robinson, the first African-American player in the MLB, died, along with Roberto Clemente. Now, if you don't know Roberto Clemente, he wasn't just a good player in the MLB. He was definitely one of the best people to influence Major League Baseball. If you don't believe me, the guy even has an award named after him. It goes to the player that best exemplifies the game of baseball, sportsmanship, community involvement, and their contribution to their team. In 1973, the designated hitter rule was established, which really isn't fair because only the American League has it, so how is it fair to have one league that can hit for their pitcher but the other league can't? I don't know. In 1977, Reggie Jackson hit 3 consecutive home runs and 3 consecutive at-bats in the World Series. Dude's a stud. He's doing that at the highest level of competition. In 1989, Pete Rose was banned from baseball for betting on a game, which is really unfortunate because he's one of the best players to play the game, and he holds the record for most hits in a career. In 1998, Mark McGwire beat Sammy Sosa in the famous home run race, hitting 70 home runs in one season. Given he was probably on steroids considering he hit 70 home runs in one season and one of them was 527 feet long, probably on roids. The last very eventful thing to happen in Major League Baseball is the Giants winning the World Series in 2010, 2012, and 2014. That's 3 in a 5-year span. The second NL team to actually do that. First team to ever do it, Cardinals representing. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something new today. And we'll see ya.